Welcome to your second class. We will not be meeting synchronously today, so you will have to watch this video so you can understand what it is that's expected before we meet on Thursday to talk about our first essay assignment. So to start, I'll just show you a couple of things that you need to do. First of all, today, on Tuesday, you need to fill out this separate Google form. And so that means that it's not the same one that you did last week, or a couple of you didn't do it, but it is a different link. So certainly from the slides, you could click that, but since you're not accessing the slides in real time, I have added it to the assignment, which I will show you in Teams in just a second. But the topic of our study this week is narrative argument, which is your first essay. So first of all, we had to figure out what is that, right? What is narrative argument? So narrative means story, to tell a story. To narrate is to tell a story. An argument is a point you make that's supported by evidence. And so you might use persuasive techniques, but most people have never, ever written a truly narrative argument. So this is a point that you make through storytelling and support with your personal experience. So there's not going to be any outside sources. There's not going to be any quotes from other people. This is going to be solely based on your experience. So as such, we need to talk about pathos, because pathos is an emotional appeal. It's part of rhetoric, but it's almost the most dangerous part of rhetoric, because some professors will tell you to leave it out. It gets very personal very quickly, and in this essay, it has to be personal. But it's very powerful for influencing people's feelings and beliefs. It can create a real need to do something. You get feelings going, and people get either mad or sad or hopeful. And by feeling that way, sometimes they'll change their beliefs. They'll think to themselves, I really should go do something about this. Or they might even vote for something different. Pathos is really, really powerful when it's used to influence people's feelings and belief. But as such, it can be manipulative, which certainly has a negative connotation. So, should we use these emotional appeals in our argumentation? Should we be telling personal stories that are emotional in order to get people to do something, buy something, change their minds? I don't know. That's an ethical discussion we'll have to have. So, to further your thinking about that, I want you to read chapter 2 out of the old edition of the textbook. I've scanned it for you, and it's in Teams. Before you come to class on Thursday, we're going to talk about that and take some notes on it, but I want you to read that before you come back to class. You also are going to read a very, very short story called Superman and Me by Sherman Alexie. It is posted, a PDF of it is also posted on Teams. So you'll need to come to class with both of those things read and ready to talk about them. Everybody is going to participate in discussion either on Teams, on the chat, or in the classroom out loud. So make sure that you come ready so that you're not put on the spot. I'm going to now exit and show you what Teams looks like, where you find things. So for our particular team, this is our general class thread here. And first you'll see this is where I would start a new conversation, which is where I'll actually post this link. So you'll be familiar with where that is. But files is where you're going to go to find the things you need to read. First of all, here's the syllabus in case you haven't looked at it yet. It has the course calendar on it as well, so you probably want to get that downloaded. The class materials has a folder in it called narrative argument. That's where everything I told you to read lives. Also, some things that I haven't talked about yet are here, and that includes your narrative argument assignment document. But for homework, you're going to need to read this Sherman Alexie piece called Superman and Me, and you're going to need to access the chapter, which is also here for you. So everything you need is here. You don't need to turn anything in except for your check-in. Now that's under assignments. And when you do this, what you will do is you go to the Tuesday check-in, Okay. Yours will look different. Yours is going to look like this. And you can click the form link directly from here. Once you complete it, what you can do is you can turn it in by typing in a little note and hitting submit, like I completed the survey, submit. Okay. You must do your work before you complete the survey because it asks you questions about what you are supposed to be learning from that work. So make sure you do the homework first under files, and then you do the assignment check-in. This is a different link than you did last week. And by the way, if you got a 0 for last week's check-in, you can still do it for half credit. So make sure you go in and do Thursdays. There are only 2 of you that didn't. So make sure you go in and get that done as well. That would be under assignments. And you'll see one from last week under yours that says Thursday or week 1 check-in. So that's basically it. You will take care of all that before you come to the classroom. If you're not coming to the classroom physically, that's okay. Just make sure that you're ready when I start the meeting on our regular class time on Teams, because you will be counted absent if you are not in one of those 2 places in real time. So that's it. I will see you on Thursday. Bye.